Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Shikar Saxena. I am an assistant professor at IIMT College of Management, Greater Noida. Today, we will be discussing about the marketing management introduction. What is marketing? According to the American Marketing Association, marketing is an organization function and set of processes for creating, communicating, and delivering the value to the customers and for managing the relationships in a way that benefits both the organization and the stakeholder. According to the Kotler, it is a societal process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want through creating, offering, and freely exchanging of products, services, and providing the value to the others. Considering the example in the marketing, it includes the product and service, pricing, promotion, distribution, and research. The Ola is the best example in the marketing as it provides proper service to its customers, proper pricing if you are going from one destination to another, proper promotion through the applications, proper distribution, and proper research. They actually research the actual need of the customer. Nature of marketing. It includes managerial function, human activity, economic function, both art and science, customer centric, customer oriented, goal oriented, interactive activity, dynamic process, and it creates utility. The scope of marketing basically includes the study of consumer wants and needs, the actual study of customer behavior as it changes from time to time, production planning and development, pricing policies. This means at what price the customer will buy or purchase the actual product or service, the distribution, the promotion, consumer satisfaction, last but not the least, marketing control. Importance of marketing includes raising and maintaining the standard of living of the community. It creates the employment, source of the income and revenue. It acts as a basis of making the well-defined decision. It acts as a source of new ideas since the country is developing and is going towards the developed. So the generation of new ideas is basically very important. We started the network telecom from 1G, then we moved to 2G, then we moved to 3G, then we moved to 4G, then we moved to 5G, and currently we are also in a state to introduce the 6G concept in India. And last but not the least is the development of the economy. In this picture, you can see that particularly the Google was started in the backyard of a house, and today what the actual infrastructure of the Google looks like. The core concepts of marketing basically includes needs, wants, demand, products, utility, cost and satisfaction, exchange, transaction and transfer, relationship and network, and the last one is market, marketing, marketer, and the prospect. We can see that the Rolls Royce is basically one of the prominent luxurious segment that provides the complete satisfaction to the customers. The service of this vehicle basically includes around 15 to 20 lakhs one at a time. By this particular company, there are certain rules and regulations which are provided by the company, and only those categorized functions can be purchased by the customer. Modern marketing concept. It includes the production concept, it includes the product concept, it includes the selling concept, it includes the marketing concept, it includes the social concept. The production concept. This concept lays the importance on production and assumes that customers will always respond to the products that are made available to them. Hence, this concept developed when there was a period of manufacturing dominance and there was no competition. It was producers' market and hence production problem were one of the most important than anything else. It includes manufacturing, jobs, operations, benchmarking, lot size, factory research planning, cost accounting, industrial and robots. With the passage of time, it was realized that it is not only the quality of the production concept but also the quality of the product that is important. Let's talk about the product concept. The product concept assumes that the consumers will respond favorably to the best quality products that are reasonably priced, and hence the major task of the management is to improve the high quality of the product it offers to be successfully attract and holding the customers. The selling concept. The sales concept basically assumes that the consumers will not only generate but of the firm's product unless there is an interest is stimulated in its products through substantial selling and promotional activities. In this concept, the focus is on the product. It means that the selling and promoting the objective is the maximization of profits through the sales volume. The marketing concept. The modern approach to marketing is referred to as the marketing concept. The essence of the marketing concept is that the customer and not only the product is the center of the entire business activity. It is also referred as the customer oriented approach to the business. This helps in maintaining a firm's existence in the terms of ability to satisfy some aspects of the customer needs and also helps in recognizing the purpose of the business to its need. The societal marketing concept. In the words of the Philip Kotler, the social marketing concept is a management orientation that holds that the key task of the organization is to determine the needs and wants of the target markets and also to adapt the organization to delivering the desired satisfaction more effectively and efficiently than its competitors in a way that preserves the chances of becoming the customers and society's well-being. The considerations of the societal marketing concept includes three aspects. The first one is the society, which means human welfare. Second one is the customers, which basically means the satisfaction. Third one is the company profits. The society basically means human welfare. It includes that the product, service, action, investment, innovation serves the society first. The production of that particular domain should be in such a way that it should not harm the public or the consumers of that particular community. The second one comes out to be the customer's satisfaction. It means the product and services should be satisfying the customer needs. The third one is the company, which means the profits. Building a long-term customer relationships helps in providing the responsible aspect and provides prominent satisfactory to the customers and also helps in the wealth maximization. From the company, we can say that the company Gillette. is totally customer oriented because it provides the products in such a way that every man can able to afford it, can able to apply and execute its particular product in such a effective and efficient manner. Consumer buying behavior. According to the angle Blackwell and Mansahar, the consumer behavior is the actions and decisions processes of the people who purchase goods and services for personal consumption. Consumers' buying behavior is the sum total of the customer's attitudes, preferences, intentions, and decisions regarding the consumer's behavior in the marketplace when purchasing a product or the service. The confusion state of mind which arises in the customer's mind is where to buy, when to buy, which will be chosen over which product. The importance basically includes to design the production policies, to know the effect of price on buying, exploiting the market opportunities, designing the marketing mix, implement the STP strategies. STP means segmentation, T stands for targeting, and P stands for positioning. Next one comes out to be the understanding the diversified preferences, and the last one is understanding the various roles played by the customer. It basically includes that today a customer is buying the product which is Colgate. The other day there is a 50-50 chance that this product will be brought by the customer or not during a specific period of time. The Indian Army with Hyundai. Hyundai is basically a Korean company which tagline suggests new thinking with new beginning. The Indian Army is one of the pride aspect of our country in associating this particular concept and helping to create a harmonious emotion and relation with the Hyundai, though the Hyundai basically provides optimum opportunity in analyzing the mind of the consumer. The particular aspect states that the person is going for the interview and in between the army person stops because he has to report back to the duty. In spite of the going for the interview, the person in the car turned back and firstly reached that particular posting where the army person wanted to go. In the aspect of thanks, the person said जो देश की रक्षा करते हैं उनकी ड्यूटी सबसे पहले. This tagline played a very prominent role in the minds of the customers, and basically the company formed the J curve. J curved means when the sale of a particular product basically increases at a certain point of time, that helps in generation and maximization of the profits. Next example comes out to be of the Colgate. The Patanjali is one of the basic targeted competitor of Colgate. So the Colgate has provided the name Ved Shakti that should completely compete with the product of Dantanti. Basically, same concept is with the Kellogg's cornflakes. In the current scenario, when the customers are having major time of work and at the workplace they spend maximum time, so the Kellogg's has made some certain changements in its product, introduced new flavors, new taste, new packaging, new pricing. Currently, the taste of the Kellogg's is good, and majorly working couples and their children prefer Kellogg's cornflakes in the breakfast. It is nutritious, it is consumes less making time, it is healthy, and you can change the variety from one to another. Apollo Hospitals is one of the prominent chains in the medical line that provides the best-in-class service to its customers. A recent example of Apollo Hospitals towards the creating a harmonious relationship is that on August, during the COVID period of time in the year 2021, there was basically a person who was having a diabetes. He went to the doctor for the regular checkup, and somehow the sister sitting as the compoundant recognized his details and came to know that he is having a birthday today. When the patient was out from the doctor's room, everyone in their staff celebrated his birthday. The customers' eyes were into tears as their children who are living in the Australia are too far, but the celebration of their staff become so friendly and so harmonious has proved to be the outstanding in creating the harmonious relationships with the customer. Again, the next example comes out to be of the British Airways. This is the campaign which was launched by the British Airways in order to engage a harmonious relationship between the India and the United Kingdom. This ads basically provides an invitation to the United Kingdom people to visit India, learn their culture, learn their language, learn their ethnic prosperity, learn their traveling experience, learn the beauty so that the harmonious relation can impact in a better way. Buying decision process. The buying decision process basically has five stages. It needs requirements. It is the first stage of the buying process where the consumer recognizes a problem or a requirement that needs to be fulfilled. The requirements can be generated either by internal stimuli or external stimuli. In this stage, the marketer should study and understand the customers to find out what kinds of needs should be arised, what brought them about, and how they led the customers towards the particular product. The second stage comes out to be the information search. In this stage, the consumer seeks more information. The consumer may have keen attention or may go into active information search. Hence, the consumer can obtain information from any of the several sources. This includes personal sources like family, friends, neighbors, acquaintances, or industrial sources, which includes the advertising, salespeople, dealers, packaging. Public sources, which includes the mass media, consumer rating and organization, and experiential sources, which includes handling, examining, or using the product. The relative influence of the product of these information will influence the sources which varies with the product and the buyer. The next stage comes out to be the stage 3, which is evaluation of the alternatives. In this stage, the consumer uses the information to evaluate the alternative brands from different alternatives. How consumers go about evaluating purchasing the alternative depends upon the individual consumer and the specific buying situation. In some cases, the consumer uses logical thinking, whereas in other cases, the consumer do a little or no evaluating. Instead, they buy on the aspirations and rely on the intuition. Sometimes the consumers make buying decisions on their own. Sometimes it depends on the friends, relatives, consumer guides, or the sales person. Stage 4 basically comes out to be the purchase decision. In this stage, the consumer actually buys the product. Generally, a consumer will buy the most favorite brand, but there can be two factors, the purchase intention and the purchase decision. In the first factor, the attitude of the other, and the second is unforeseen situational factor. And in the second one, the consumer may from a purchase intention based on the factors such as usual income, usual price, and usual product benefits. In a certain example, a lower class and a middle class person cannot even think of buying the Rolex watch because the starting of a Rolex watch is approximately 1,50,000 rupees. For the high income class persons, it is just a product to purchase and satisfy their need and want. Stage 5, which is the last stage, which means the post-purchase behavior. In this stage, the consumers take further steps after purchase based on their satisfaction and dissatisfaction. The satisfaction and the dissatisfaction depends upon the relationship between the consumer's expectation and the product's performance. It is a product is short of expectation, the customer is disappointed. On the other hand, if it meets their expectation, the consumer is satisfied, and if it exceeds their expectations, the consumer is delighted. In the particular nutshell, when the customer or the consumer is happy with the product, he is satisfied. When the consumer is more than happy, it is delighted. When the customer is angry and disappointed, it is seems to be dissatisfied. In the end, I would like to thank you all for the patient hearing and giving me the opportunity to speak on the marketing management and introduction. Thank you.